What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another break on this Wednesday evening. Right now, we've got our 2021-22 Marvel Annual Comic Book Bringle number 122. Going to go ahead and get this shared over to the group, get everybody tagged, and we will go ahead and get started. Looking forward to this one. This is the second comic book Bringle we've done today. It's been a Star Wars Marvel-filled day. Can't complain there. Always fun to do these. All right, we got the tags added here. We'll go ahead and give everybody a couple of seconds to hop on in here. Then we will go ahead and get the names and letters random. All right, let's go ahead and hop over to our browser and get things started. Here we go. We've got the names here first. 18 entries. Scott Snyder on top. Trevor Cutts on the bottom. Gonna roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again. Got a 5, so we're good there. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Brandon White on top. Trevor Cutts on the bottom. Let me go ahead and get this reflected onto your screens here. There we go. All right, and then we've got the letters here. A on top, sketch cards, battle booklet sketch, and splash tickler on the bottom. Once again, going to roll the dice. Anything less than 4, we roll again. Got a 7, so we're good there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. E and F on top, X, Y, and Z on the bottom. Go ahead and get this reflected onto your screens, and we'll get that trade timer started. There we go. Got those lined up there for you. If you're ever confused on which letter you have, just look at the number next to your name and the number next to the corresponding letter, and when they match up, that's what you got. There we go. 5 minutes on the clock. Starting now. While that trade timer's ticking, I'm going to go ahead and get these verification codes copied into our chat. Once I do that, I'll go over the slabs so you guys can see those during the trade timer. They are also in the description of the break, so if you want to take a look at what slabs go to which letter early, you can always check that out on the website as well. There we go. Verification codes have been posted with just about 4.5 minutes left on the trade timer. While those are ticking, let's go ahead and go over our slabs. First up, we've got a Ghost Rider number 1. First appearance of Son of Satan. That one's going to be in a 2.5, going over to the letter G. What's up, Brandon? How you doing? We've got an Aliens vs. Avengers number 1 with the Scotty Young variant cover. That one's going to be in a 9.8, going over to the letter A. We've got a Weapon X-Men. So used to just saying Weapon X-Men number 1 action figure variant cover in a 9.6. That one going over to the letter W. We've got a Venom War Carnage number 1 LaRocca variant cover there in a 9.8. That one going over to the letter V. And we've got a Shuri number 1 with the partial sketch cover in a 9.6. That one going over to the letter S. We'll go over those slabs again during the recap of the break, but I always like to show those during the trade timer in case anybody wants to try and swap their letters for one of those. So there you go. Those will be the slabs. We've got just about 3 minutes left on the trade timer, so plenty of time if you're interested in swapping for a letter now that you've seen those slabs. Don't know why I blanked on what a slab was for 2 seconds. Had to think about it. All right, guys, we are now under 3 minutes left on the trade timer. Now past our halfway point, just about 2 minutes left, just a little bit over on that trade timer now in case anybody wants a letter. We're hoping for a big sketch card or creator signature. That's what I love about these Marvel cards. You can actually get signatures from the comic book artists and writers, which I think is super sick. Love to hear it, Brandon. I'm glad you enjoy them. These Bringles are a lot of fun. I think a lot of people are in your similar situation where they were exploring the new format and didn't really collect comics, but now are hooked.
Maybe some DC ones coming soon.
Yeah, hopefully we have some DC ones coming soon. We're going to switch it up a little bit. I know they just came out with some DC cards, so we're looking to build a Bringle for that as well, which I love. I'm a huge Batman fan, so I would love to see some of those. All right, guys, just about a minute left, a little bit over on that trade timer. Looking at 16 packs per box, 5 cards per pack in here, with 1 insert per pack.
Who's your favorite Marvel character?
Favorite Marvel character has to be probably Spider-Man. I know it's a very, cliche one. Everybody loves Spider-Man, but that was my favorite character growing up. Always loved watching the vintage animated shows. How about you?
Marvel character, Gambit.
Gambit's a sick one. I guess Wolverine. I always forget Wolverine. That was also one of my favorite characters when I was a kid.
Gambit and Cable.
Cable's another sick one. All right, guys. Almost at our 30-second mark, getting down to the wire. If you are interested in trading letters, we did just pass the 8 o'clock mark, so we have new breaks up on the website as well. That's a genius idea, Brandon. I'll have to look into that. Building a word out of each letter of, do X-Men or something like that. I think that would be sick. All right, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. All right, seeing no trades. Those are going to be everybody's letters. Good luck, everybody. I always forget that Upper Deck throws a sticker over their boxes. So I used to just Topps and Panini flinging open the hobbies. Empty box, number 1 there. Get these pushed back a little bit so we have a little bit more space here. Here we go, first pack. Good luck, everybody. Got a sick Star Rookies insert there. And we've got a gold linearity of Beta Ray Bill for the letter B. Nice looking card there.
These are numbered too, aren't they?
That's what I was trying to look for. Oh, yeah, they are numbered. That is really hard to see. Right next to his foot. 54 out of 88. For the letter B. That one going over to Scott. There you go, Scott. I'm trying to even show that on camera. It's difficult. It's right there next to my thumb. Congrats on that one. So I was like, I'm going to take a little extra time looking at this card because you would assume it was numbered. We've got an annual impact Luke Cage here. It's a nice one there. And then we've got a Gamora here. I believe that's going to be a plexiglass card. It's a really sick one there for the letter G. It's kind of like an acetate, see-through. That's really sick. I love cards that are see-through. I always think that's such a cool addition.
Upper Deck does that a lot.
That one going over to Preston and the letter G. Congrats on that one. Yeah, Upper Deck does. I feel like Upper Deck likes to use different acetate inserts.
In the store, we have the EX 2000 stuff, hockey.
Oh, yeah.
It's all like that.
We've got the #1 spot, Sinister War, #1. Guys, it's not super common, but if we do run into a card that has multiple characters in the name, we will random that between those characters. I know in some of the other upper Deck Marvel products that does happen. Love to see a sketch card, too. I feel like it's been a long time since I pulled a sketch card in any break. We've got a Wolverine sticker here for the letter W. Always love these. Throw that in the top loader just so that doesn't get bent around. That one going over to Coda. There you go, Coda. Got a nice Wolverine sticker coming your way. Got a Annual Impact Steve Rogers there. And a Silver Thor. Nice Silver Rogue there. I love going from opening the Marvel 92 to this stuff because the art styles are just similar but very different. You can tell they're a little bit more modernized. So it's cool to see the different artistic takes on the characters. Got an Annual Impact Scarlet Spider, and we've got a Splash Tickler here. That one going over to the Splash Tickler spot. And Andrew, there you go, Andrew. I'm a big fan of Lenticular cards. I know a lot of people might see them as a little gimmicky, but I think they're so cool. Couple more packs and we hop into box number 2. What I would really love to see out of this set, yeah, my pleasure. What I would really love to see out of this set is a one of those booklet sketch cards. I think that is a super cool design that does not get done very rarely. I haven't seen one in person. I've seen images, but it basically is a booklet card like you would have for memorabilia, but then it's just drawn all the way across. Ooh. So when you open it, it's a battle between two characters. That's cool. And so you have characters on both sides, but it like seamlessly goes through the bend. So it's not like two different drawings. At least from the picture I've seen, there might be ones that don't look like that, but got a Shang-Chi on the Annual Impact. I'm going to start just sleeving these Annual Impacts since they're a little bit more common than I had originally assumed. Yeah, I'm sure you would with the spot. I'm pulling for you. Hopefully we can get you one, Andy. Really just a sketch card in general. I always think sketch cards are so cool. All right, let me get this base moved over. We'll hop into box number 2.
It'd be really cool is like if they did. I know like some of the sketch cards are like done by like fairly well-known artists or
Yeah.
artists in the industry, but it'd be cool like if they could do like a few that were like big name, like a Donny Cates or like something like that,
Or like John Romita Jr.
Yeah.
Like for the DC ones, like a Frank Miller sketch card.
and only like put one of them like overall.
Yeah, that would be sick. Well, that was when I was doing an opening of Star Wars, and I can't remember what the product was called. It came out a couple months ago, but they had really cool, like, it was all art, like all of the base cards were based on art. And I said it would be really cool, empty box number 2 there, if they did a redemption for one card, like one redemption card where you got the actual art.
Oh yeah.
If it was physical.
That's cool.
But obviously I think a lot of that art is digital now where people draw them on their iPads. That's awesome. Man, I feel like sketch cards out of Garbage Pail Kids are even, like, Marvel card, really cool. Garbage Pail Kids sketch card, I feel like that's almost even cooler. I have a couple from, Upper Deck did some Jay and Silent Bob cards a couple years ago. And I have a couple sketch cards from that. Got an Iron Man sticker here for the letter I. That one going over to Preston. There you go, Preston. Nice Iron Man sticker coming your way. Congrats on that. It's funny, though, because I think both the sketch cards I pulled are just of Jay.
My brother's an artist. He actually did sketch cards for Star Wars.
That's cool.
Yeah. He also did a few for Spider-Man, the movie, the second movie.
Oh, yeah. Like the vintage Spider-Man 2 cards.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. That's the first card set I ever collected.
Really?
Not, like, cognitively. Like, I didn't think about it as collecting. But anytime I would go to my dad's house and I had to do something I didn't want to do, like take medicine if I was sick or something like that, he'd give me a pack of Spider-Man 2 cards. So I went through his house one time and found, like, a stack like this thick of Spider-Man 2 cards. Another star rookie there. I wonder if the artists get to keep, like, well, obviously I guess most sketch cards are one of one.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, I wonder if they get to keep, like, an artist proof or if they get some sort of special card. I feel like that would be cool.
I don't believe my brother got any.
I'd become a PC collector of my own art.
I did think about buying one of his also because there's a few on eBay.
Yeah.
And giving it to him because he doesn't have one. Or like a birthday or something.
That would be cool.
Kind of a weird gift though. You're like, here's your art.
Yeah, here's your art. I got it back for you. Speaking of Garbage Pail Kids, I thought about getting a custom because there's a lot of people online, like artists you can commission custom Garbage Pail Kids art from. I wanted to get one to hang in my living room. My girlfriend said, no, thank you. She's like, we do not need to be Garbage Pail Kids. It's like, but it's so cool. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. I heard a couple months back that there's another nice splash ticular. That one covering the Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy number 17. Going over to Andy. There you go. They were supposed to do Garbage Pail Kids Green Day with possible like Green Day autos and stuff. I thought that was really cool, and then I never saw anything about it again. Maybe I just missed the release, but I feel like that's something that would have popped up on my radar or someone would have talked about by now. I know they did Jay and Silent Bob Garbage Pail Kids a while back. And there we go. We have an auto of Peter David. Nice comic creator auto there. Go ahead and get that one magged up. You do not see those too often. Okay, cool. Had to double check the checklist just to make sure before I called it out. Any autos do go off the first name of the artist. So that one is going over to the letter P and Scott Snyder. There you go, Scott. Congrats on that one. Got an auto coming your way. I've opened a couple boxes of these and I have not seen any autos yet, so really stoked to pull one of those for you. I wonder if that's written in their contracts when they're doing the comic art. They're like, hey, By the way, I need you to just sign a couple of these cards real quick while you're sitting here with a pen out. There you go, Scott. Congrats again on that one. Nice Creators Corner auto. It's got the comic on there as well that he created, or was the writer for. Which I think that's cool that they actually tell you what they're known for. All right, 2 more packs and we hop into box number 3. Another Steve Rogers on the annual Impact insert there. And a silver Jessica Jones. Never seen that show. My mom watched it when it first came out and loved it. I'm a fan of Kristen Ritter from Breaking Bad, so I'm sure she's great in Jessica Jones. All right, let me get this base moved over. We'll hop into box number 3. Oh, that's it. So this is that plexiglass is a suspended animation card. Looking at the box, that is what they are titled. I don't know why that happens in some hobby boxes and it doesn't in others where the packs just bleed together. Empty box number 3 there. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Got another splash ticular here. That one going to be of Thor. That's a really cool one there. Thor number 9.
Aiden, are you of the age where you remember, or maybe it was past your time, when they would do like the 9 card, like cards that would all form one, like
One giant card?
of the nine card holders, you know, the sleeves?
Yeah. I haven't personally collected a lot of cards like that, but I know what you're talking about. They did a lot in baseball where you like the backs of cards would all combine to like form a little puzzle.
Yeah, X-Men, I think it was X-Men 97 series. They had one.
That's cool. I've seen some with like apparently Disney's Lorcana has some that still do that. I used to keep all my cards in binders because I was a set collector for a while, and then I realized how difficult that could be with some of the larger sets, and I kind of just decided to start buying singles of cards I really liked. There we go. Nice one there. Yeah, Garbage Pail Kids Chrome. I just recently opened some of that. I love the Chrome. And I would, like you said, I do think they have cards like that as well. We've got a Humble Beginnings Wolverine here. I'm trying to make sure. Maybe that's just a unique color. Okay. I'm going to sleeve it just because a lot of them were blue. This is probably just a base insert. There's not a numbering on it. but just in case, we'll sleeve that one up. I think it's just to match his new outfit. Nice angel there. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. That's hilarious. I love watching the divorced dads. I used to watch those on TikTok when he would open them.
Oh yeah, those ones are funny.
Dang, that's really funny and really cool. Like I like that. I wish they would make more cards that are unique like that, but also I wish we would be able to see more cards focused on movies and TV shows. Cuz like that's what I love about Garbage Pail Kids, to a lesser extent these Marvel cards, is like it's something different than sports. I love sports cards. I'll collect them till the end of time, but I also love seeing unique IPs have their own cards as long as they're done well. But like you were saying, Middle Earth, like I would love to see some like modernized Lord of the Rings cards. I know they did some when the movies came out.
You opened up the Eternals the other day and pulled that sweet auto.
Yeah, pulled a Bill Skarsgård auto out of our Eternals boxes. That was really cool. And like it's obvious that at least if it's for a popular enough show, there's desire for it. Because there's shows like Breaking Bad who had trading cards when they came out, and obviously it was during a time when like the market was flooded, so they weren't super popular or they were super limited. Now like sealed Breaking Bad hobby boxes sell for hundreds of dollars, and the main stars didn't even sign. Pickle Rick, that would be a good one. I know they did do some Rick and Morty cards, but I would love to see more Rick and Morty cards as well, with some of the animators doing sketch cards and things of that nature. I just feel like there's such an untapped market for non-sports cards right now on a large scale. I know there's some companies still doing it. Like I know Rittenhouse just came out with Cheers cards, I believe. The old sitcom, which I thought was super cool. I know they've done Game of Thrones and Doctor Who cards.
You know, Rittenhouse had the license for WNBA for like a long time.
That's cool. Yeah, I feel like they're doing a lot of stuff that's kind of flying under the radar a little bit.
If you could have one set based off of a TV show or movie that we don't already have, which one would be?
This is going to be a weird one, but I would love to see West Wing trading cards.
Oh, that'd be sick.
I feel like that was such a popular show that didn't really get represented in the collectibles world like it would today. And all the actors, for the most part, except for, there's a nice acetate of Fastos there, 178 out of 699 for the letter P. The Boys, that'd be another good one. But except for one member of the cast, everyone from the West Wing is still alive, so they could all do autos. I feel like it would be kind of like a nostalgia bomb type of thing. The Boys would be a really sick one. I'm with you there. I think like hopping on, like getting some nostalgia shows and some like new shows would be sick. But also some that aren't necessarily superhero related. I'm trying to think of shows that would be popular enough to get their own trading cards without being superhero, because obviously that lends itself the easiest. Or maybe shows that like aren't based on IPs, because I was also thinking like Fallout would be a good show to have trading cards for, but obviously that's based on a pre-existing IP. Empty box there. Sandlot would be really cool.
Oh, that would be cool.
That's one I actually haven't heard a lot of people bring up. I think Sandlot would be a really cool one. I know the main actor, from what I've heard, does not like to sign. Like the rest of the cast will do reunions and stuff like that, but I've heard the main actor does not like to sign. Walking Dead would be cool. I know they made some in the past. I think it would be cool to bring that back. I think there's just a lot of shows like that as well that had trading cards when it wasn't as popular. So I think it would be cool to revisit. Got a nice Magneto sticker here for the letter M. Yeah, Fallout did have MTG. So did like Jurassic Park. I know they did Lord of the Rings with that. I collected some of those cards just for the art.
They're getting ready to do Final Fantasy.
That one going over to the letter M and Scott. There you go, Scott. Nice Magneto sticker for you. Final Fantasy. They're doing Magic. That would be sick. I'm trying to think of shows that are popular right now that would. I think Cobra Kai could, even though that is from like a pre-existing like Karate Kid, I think Cobra Kai Karate Kid trading cards will be hot right now.
My daughter loves
That series just ended. I mean, Karate Kid is my favorite movie of all time, so I'm a little biased there. But we've got 195 out of 399 Magneto. That's a sick all-white Magneto. Love to see that. Going over to Scott with that Magneto sticker. Congrats on that one.
It'd be cool if they did like a music one, like they did like those MTV ones back in the day.
Yeah, like an updated musicians. That's the thing too. Same with, I just saw you put in the chat RoboCop. I wish some of the IPs that they had old junk wax sets from, they would make updated cards with possible auto chases and things like that. Because there was a lot of really cool cards from the 80s and 90s that obviously like the memorabilia hunt wasn't as big of a thing. So there's no like huge hits. Predator would be another sick one. Terminator, like with possible Schwarzenegger autos would be sick.
David opened up some Batman.
Yeah, Batman. I've opened some of those. Those are a lot of fun. Back to the Future would be another really cool one that had trading cards back in the day.
Emmett would love that.
I think really any of those, like anything you can do nostalgia-wise where the actors are still available to do signings, or if you can get some of the wardrobe or props to make memorabilia cards out of, I think would be super popular, at least currently. I know it's kind of a gamble because you never know, but
it'd be cool if they did like maybe like some of the bigger like directors too, like just their retrospective of their entire career. So
that would be like a Steven Spielberg trading card set.
That'd be kind of cool. We have some history stuff up on breaks right now, don't we?
Yeah, we have not pieces of the past. It's the Founding Fathers, which is crazy because it's got like random cut signatures, dirt relics. Let's do a modern updated version of that. Instead of being the Founding Fathers, just be massive directors. So you could get Steven Spielberg, Francis Ford Coppola, autos, George Lucas.
Well, the cool thing about that is like if they did all those movies, then they could kind of like shoehorn in like all the actors that were in the movies.
Yeah. Well, I feel like those cards, because like there's one of my favorite hobby is actually collecting autos, and there is a huge market for custom cards for private signings. Like there's some people who make a living, or at least like make a decent side business on just making custom cards for signings. I recently got to do a Bryan Cranston signing, and people were making custom Breaking Bad cards because he was never included in the original set. Yeah, me too, Andy. I'm very excited for that one. I'm a huge history nerd, so those are some of my favorite products to open.
Oh, the Founding Fathers?
Yeah. And like, those are some of the most unique relics you'll find anywhere. Like Washington slept here relics. That's so random, but very cool. That's a sick one right there. Another splash ticular of X-Men #2. Love that image there. That really pops. There you go, Andy.
You collect like some of those cut words ones too, don't you?
Yeah, so back in the day, they used to make a series called A Word from the President, where it was cut words from different presidents. And then they would have a link to the Beckett certification so you could see exactly where your word was from, which I appreciated because it gave some legitimacy to it. And I've got words from JFK, Richard Nixon. Thomas Jefferson was the craziest one I pulled. I was super pumped about that. That was kind of what got me bit by the hobby bug, like a higher end hobby bug. Because I'd always collect like Top Series 1 and Heritage. And then I found those and I was like, oh, collectibles can be more than just paper. Like, okay, so that is just the normal base there for Wolverine. Normal base color. Nice Craven there. All right, last pack. Good luck, everybody. Nice Doctor Strange there. And we've got a Spider-Man on the silver. All right, let me get this base moved over, and we will hop into our recap. I don't know why when we were talking about TV shows to make cards out of WWE was the first thing that popped in my head, and I was like, wait, they already make WWE cards.
You should.
I'm just so
you
obsessed
bought
with wrestling
something
right now. Dang, that's really cool, Andy. I love stuff like that. That is my bread and butter from my PC. All right, guys, we're going to do the cards here first. Got a Gamora on the suspended animation going over to the letter G. Then we have the Beta Ray Bill here, 54 out of 88 for the letter B. And we've got a Peter David Otto, writer for Symbiote Spider-Man Crossroads #1. That one going over to the letter P. Congrats on that one. All right, I'm going to get these cards moved out of the way. We will recap our slabs here. Now that we have a little bit more space, I'm going to leave these over here. We've got Shuri #1, the second printing with the partial sketch cover in a 9.6. That one's going over to the letter S and Tyler. There you go, Tyler. And we've got Venom War Carnage #1, LaRocca variant cover going over to the letter V. That one going to be a 9.8 going over. I just said going over to the letter V. Sometimes I just get worked into my head. That one going over to Brandon. There you go, Brandon. Congrats on that one. Then we've got a Weapon X-Men #1 action figure variant cover. These might be some of my favorite modern variant covers I've seen. That one's going over to the letter W in a 9.6. Bear with me, guys. I am a little blind, so I got to make sure I don't say that. That one going over to Coda. Congrats on that one, Coda. Next up, we've got the Aliens vs. Avengers AVA #1 with the Scotty Young variant cover. That one going to be in a 9.8 for the letter A. That one going over to Brandon as well. There you go, Brandon. Second slab coming your way. And then we've got the Ghost Rider #1. Really cool one here. First appearance of Son of Satan. That one going to be in a 2.5 going over to the letter G. And that one, to finish us off, is going over to Preston. There you go, Preston. Ghost Rider #1 coming your way. Congrats on that. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this break. Thank y'all for hopping on with me and having some fun conversations about cards. Hope you have a wonderful evening. I'll see y'all in the next one.